Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing bad time. Doing bad time. Got myself a problem.
Looking for
For the inside track on everything sports, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Sports World Radio, the fastest 2 hours of sports talk on the internet with your hosts, Jeff Esco and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome to NFL Real Talk Week number 3 on Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. A super jam-packed show on NFL Real Talk. Lots of games to get to. We're going to make our picks in each and every game this week except for the Thursday night game, which I got right. Let's just everybody start there. I got that one right, so we're gonna start that off. Week 3 NFL Real Talk. We are live on sportsworldradio.com. We do this show each and every Saturday night, 6 o'clock on the west, 9 o'clock on the east, and if you live in the mountains,
7 o'clock.
Who really cares?
I just figured it out for those that don't care.
That's right. You hear all those voices in the background? Let's tell you who is all here. Of course, we got the big chubby wind himself, Frank Sprankle. What's up, buddy?
I'm not chubby. I'm actually slummy or slimy or skinny or whatever it is.
Oh, okay. We'll go with that. Of course, the producer and program director of Sports World Radio and NFL Real Talk, Josh Lopez. What's up there, the big humpy glue?
Humpity hump hump hump. Hey, Frank may not be slummy or big win or chubby, wherever he wants, but at least he's not shady.
Yeah, there you go. And, of course, the co-host of Sports World Radio himself, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on there, you rat bastard?
I'm doing good, Jeff. Welcome, everybody, to the NFL Real Talk. It's 9:05 p.m. on the East Coast, 6:05 p.m. on the West Coast. It's Saturday, September 26, 2015. The weather is beautiful, having a great day, and I am back from vacation. Welcome back, me.
Welcome back, me.
Wait, did you get like any sunscreen or?
Oh, I drank so many bottles of wine that it really helped me out.
I don't know if he should be on the show. He may be too intoxicated.
I think Saturday's the perfect night for him to be.
Yeah,
like
for
this.
all you people who didn't know, we sent Sean to AA for a couple of days.
We sent him on vacation. Dude, that's unfair. How come you sent him on vacation and I don't get any vacation?
Because, Frank, I earned it, especially with the wine that I had.
That's right.
If there's anyone here at Sports World Radio that needs a vacation, it's me.
I agree there. But then once the
Hey, wait a minute. Well, Josh is going to WrestleMania and Jerry World next year.
It really wasn't a vacation. We sent him to AA, so we had to go and learn how not to drink no more.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Josh,
and sleep during the commercial breaks, you rat bastard.
Well, Josh, you'll be doing a lot of sleeping when you're in Dallas next year at Jerry World.
But it's not a vacation; it's a business
trip,
you rat bastard.
That's right.
Dude, what you do? You know what you need to do? Listen, there's a Six Flags park right in the area of Jerry World. You need to visit it, dude. Have you been to Great America?
Look at what Shocker says. Sean is drunk on Boone's Farm again? Shocker,
Hey,
you crank it, brother.
Hey, Josh, you could go to Six Flags in Dallas and have fun going on the ride.
Hey, Shocker's from Dallas. Hey, has Shocker been to the Six Flags park?
I was in San Francisco in March, and there's a freaking Great America right across the street from the freaking stadium, too.
There you go.
Did you wear flowers in your hair?
Wear flowers in your hair.
Yeah, Scott McKenzie.
Flowers in your hair. I got flowers.
We got some
in your
business to get to.
All right,
thank God.
NFL Real Talk. The Giants, the first game is done and complete. Jeff, congrats. The Giants beat DJ Gary One-Arms, Washington Redskins.
Yeah, that guy hasn't showed up in ages, and he still ain't going to show up.
It sucks to be him these days.
Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it?
Frank, your thoughts on the Giant Redskin game? This was a big statement for Eli Manning. They needed this game so bad after two games they blew to Dallas and Atlanta.
And here's another thing, too. The Washington Redskins with Kirk Cousins, they didn't help the cause. I mean, it's almost as if we saw the Kirk Cousins from last year. In a way, you got to take a look at the Washington Redskins. They flat out gave the Giants this game. But, hey, you know what? The Giants, they picked up the win. Finally a win within their division. A good start for the Giants, but they need to build on it.
Yeah, they do. But it's a game they needed to have. And I know Tom Coughlin, I was looking at them when they put fourth quarter up. They were saying, Jeff, No, we're not going to blow that game to the Washington Redskins.
Hey, let me ask you a question. When was the last time the Giants started the season off 0-2?
Couldn't tell you.
Sean knows. I bet you any amount of money.
2011.
Correct. And what happened?
We all know that it was the New York Football Giants that won the Super Bowl.
Thank you very much.
Wait. I just realized something. 2007 Super Bowl.
Oh, gosh.
2011 Super Bowl 46. 2015 Super Bowl 50.
Uh-huh.
Every 4 years.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't say get your hopes up for 3 times the charm because even though, yes, they started 0-2 this year, they are taking on the New England Patriots in a regular season this year. Let's not say that these schmucks are going to be in the Super Bowl.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Last time they played New England, what happened?
They won the Super Bowl.
Thank you. End of discussion.
Don't get your hopes up for a 3rd time the charm.
Well, why not? Why not?
Let's be realistic now.
He has the Patriots number.
Okay, he may have the Patriots number. That doesn't mean they're winning the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, those two are brutal.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Last time they went 0-2 was 2011, and that was the same year that was Coughlin's job was on the line. Correct?
Yeah,
that is right.
And
yes.
many other teams that won Super Bowls before started 0-2.
Okay, well, not recently.
And Josh, my question to you is with this game, how would you assess the other side, the Washington Redskins?
Well, the Washington Redskins are the Washington Redskins. They're a bunch of jabronis.
They suck.
They pretty much do because is Kirk Cousins a guy that can be a classy quality quarterback? Can he take this team deep? I don't think you see it. And then RG3 being on the bench is affecting them too because some way, somehow the Redskins are going to let him go. All right, early games. Here we go. The first game we get to, the Oakland Raiders. They're going to travel to Cleveland tomorrow to take on the Cleveland Browns. Now, remember, last weekend, the Browns, they had a statement against the Tennessee Titans. The Raiders, they shocked and upset the Baltimore Ravens. What do you gentlemen think of this game?
Who's going first?
I don't
Frank?
give a fig.
I'll tell you what, I'll go first, dude. This is really a toss-up for me to pick. It really is difficult here. I'll be honest with you. Both teams are coming off wins. I didn't expect Oakland to win their game last week. I mean, they beat Baltimore. Cleveland, that was a shocker.
Oakland, I got to tell you, though, Frank, Oakland and Cleveland, it surprised me a lot that they both won the game last weekend. The Raiders, though, I was like, I saw that and I said, are you kidding me? I said, Baltimore, how could you blow
Okay,
this?
I'm going
Because
to take
everybody lost it. Go ahead.
I'm going to take. I'm going to relate something. I'm going to take Oakland. Manziel did look pretty good last week. The only difference is there's no Johnny Manziel. I'm going to say Oakland wins, and then McCown doesn't play well, and people are on the Johnny Manziel bandwagon all of a sudden. It'll be a bring Johnny back campaign all next week in Cleveland.
Well, he ain't playing anyway this week, so it ain't gonna matter.
Josh, I'll go next here, but I know you and I kind of talked about the games today on the Skype conference call before we were prepping for NFL Real Talk. I went with Cleveland. Now I just switched my pick. I'll go with the Oakland Raiders. This was a tough one. This is a toss-up game.
This is hard for me.
Hey, listen, I made my pick when I found out that Johnny was playing. Now that Johnny's playing, I'm still leaving my pick the same. I'm taking Oakland.
Oh, so even without Johnny Manziel, you're still taking the Raiders.
Of course.
Because remember, Johnny Manziel's not even close to being there. And Josh, the floor is yours. Oakland, Cleveland.
Johnny Manziel will be just like RG3, holding the clipboard in the sideline for the rest of the year. I'm going with the Oakland Raiders.
Your former. Are they still your former dark horse team, or are they still the dark horse team?
They still are. We got a clean sweep for the Raiders.
There you go. Hey, don't forget to hang out and check us out on sportsworldradio.com. We got our own chat room over there as well on sportsworldradio.com. You can listen to the show live as well over there and chat in our chat room over there as well.
All right, 12 minutes after the hour on this NFL Real Talk. The game I get a chance to see on Fox Sports tomorrow, it will be the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Big D to take on the Cowboys.
Yeah, this is a real barn burner.
Hey, Josh, do we get that game tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, so WFLD is showing that game.
Correct.
My big thing to think about with this matchup is this. Okay, the Falcons, they're in good shape. They're 2-0. Although the games they've won by 4 points or less. If I go to Dallas and I think of the Cowboys, we're all going to be asking ourselves, can the Cowboys stay in this thing because of Brandon Weeden? Can he keep the Cowboys going? I don't think so. I'm taking Falcons.
I'm taking the Falcons, too. There ain't no way I'm picking the Cowboys.
You know, I'm taking the Falcons because here's the thing. I've been impressed with the way the Falcons have won their previous 2 games. Defeating the Eagles the way they did, and then coming back to defeat the Giants. This is a team that's playing pretty well. I'm going with ATL.
I hate to tell you something. I mean, even if Tony Romo was playing in this game, I'd still be going with the Falcons.
I probably would be, too. I agree. I agree with you, Jeff.
And I have to say this before we get to you, too, there, Josh. I have to say it's pretty funny. Michael Sines, my good friend who's a diehard Cowboy fan, and Nicholas tags Jeff and I. And what did I say, Jeff? I said, Romo out for a long time.
You know what I want?
Said, what did I tell you?
You know what I want to see, Sean?
Yep.
I want to see Michael Sines. I want to see Nicholas Spiva. And I want to see Smokin' Ronnie, all men in the grill, because all 3 of those Dallas Cowboy fans, Cowboys didn't make the playoffs. Right. I want to see the man in the grill at our Super Bowl party.
And Josh, your thoughts on the Falcons-Cowboys there, buddy?
Cowboys may have a good defense, but I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons on the road. I think people are sleeping on the Atlanta Falcons and thinking that the Packers are the class in the NFC. Watch out for the Falcons.
They're a different team with this head coach.
Correct.
They're a way different team with this head coach.
The Seattle Seahawks defensive coordinator.
Right, and their defense is much better. And I watched those last 2 games that they played. Their defense is flying around like it's going out of style.
50 minutes after the hour for NFL Real Talk. Shocker adds this. The only part of the game that has the Cowboys is the uniform.
Even then, their jerseys look like crap.
That's it. Yeah.
Which jerseys are these again?
Cowgirls?
Those cowgirl blue jerseys that they wear? Those are disgusting.
Wait a minute. Didn't they wear those last week in Philadelphia? You know, teams do that for superstition purposes.
Well, maybe they should wear them again then.
I actually like those jerseys.
The next game, gentlemen, we get to, it'll be the 0-2. I can't believe I'm saying this. The 0-2 Indianapolis Colts, they take on the 1-1 Tennessee Titans.
Boring.
Dude, you know what? That would be, I got to tell you, that boring sound you just made, that'd be a perfect alarm clock.
So are we all in agreement with the Colts here?
Wait a minute.
Taking Tennessee?
I'm taking the Tennessee Titans. There's something going on with the Indianapolis Colts, and that I don't know what happened with the Colts, but they had 5 turnovers against the Jets, 3 picks by Andrew Luck. Right now, gentlemen, Andrew Luck has 3 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions to start the season. Colts are not looking good right now. They lose to Tennessee. A lot of people be like scratching their heads saying, how can the Colts be 0-3?
Hey, Sean.
What?
I'm going with you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going with you, buddy. I'm taking Tennessee in this game. I'm not picking Indianapolis anymore until they prove to me they can start winning games.
Okay, listen, I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts because there's no possible way the Colts can go 0-3. It is possible, but if the Colts go 0-3, there's a couple things here. One, 911 operators throughout Indianapolis are going to be getting a lot of phone calls after the game. And number 2, we know there's turmoil within the Colts organization.
What do you guys, before we get to the next game, what is it you guys think is the matter with the Colts? Do you think they're just not into the games? Because Monday night, they did not look into the game at all against the Jets. They drove the ball, but Frank, what do you think it could be with the Colts?
All right, remember what I said? I don't know if this is a fact here. But from what I've been reading, there is some friction between head coach Chuck Pagano and general manager Ryan Griggs. This could be an off-the-field issue here. It's going to be very interesting to see what comes out of it. If the Colts do lose, I may have to point the finger at what's going on between Griggs and Pagano here.
Yeah, and after what Pagano said about Luck, Pagano's going to be the one to go, not the GM.
Either way, I appreciate you and Sean giving us points.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Josh,
we got the Midwest versus the West.
And how about the Tennessee Titans, though? Even though they played bad against the Cleveland Browns, you think Tennessee can bounce back? Are they a team that could still be tough to beat in the AFC there, Frank, with the Tennessee Titans?
Well, the Tennessee Titans did defeat the Cleveland Browns last week. They
No,
did.
they
Oh, no,
lost.
they lost. They lost. Yeah, pardon me. I'm
Yeah.
saying lost.
But they went into Tampa Bay and they destroyed the Buccaneers.
Yeah. It was the two starting quarterbacks that were draft picks. But here's the thing. We're going to find out how good the Tennessee Titans are. Can they beat a quality team or a team that on paper was expected to be a quality team in Indianapolis? We'll find out tomorrow.
They're not a threat. They beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They took on the Cleveland Browns. What
And Tampa Bay
beat
New Orleans last week.
Josh just sits
New
there and
Orleans
shakes his
sucks.
head. The next game, it'll be the 1-1 Pittsburgh Steelers. They travel to St. Louis and take on the 1-1 St. Louis Rams.
Sean, you get this game, right? You're getting
I
this game
get
early?
Yeah, I get this game on CBS tomorrow, and I'm going to go first. I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm
they
sure Wes
really
loves
showed...
to hear you say that.
I'll take Pittsburgh. I think it's going to be close tomorrow against St. Louis, although the Rams were very disappointing against the Redskins.
Mm-hmm.
Can
Frank,
we get that game on CBS 2, WBBM tomorrow?
I think
check
you
your
do.
listings.
I think
Oh,
you
check the listing. See, you live in the
I don't
same
live in
market I
Indiana.
do.
I don't live in Bumblebee, Indiana.
I get the same TV stations you
Yeah.
do. I get CLTV.
Congratulations. Check your
Yeah,
listings.
thank you. I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers, too. I think Pittsburgh is poised for a victory tomorrow, considering they did come off a victory against the San Francisco 49ers after losing to the Patriots in Week 1. St. Louis, the verdict is still out for me on St. Louis. If they can win tomorrow, it's very convincing for me. If the Rams pull up the upset convincing, I got to take Pittsburgh.
St.
But hold on.
Louis.
There's a bigger, not to change the subject, we'll get to football in a moment, but come tomorrow or come Monday, there's actually a bigger Pittsburgh-St. Louis matchup, if you know what I mean.
Indeed. Indeed. And the way I look at it, though, with the Rams, though, too, Frank, they're not, to me, like a team that is very threatening right now. Okay, they beat Seattle, and that was a close game. Then they got themselves embarrassed in Washington. I'm not going to get my hopes up about the Rams.
Right. The Rams, they lose to the teams they're supposed to beat, and they beat the teams they're supposed to lose. And with that philosophy right there, I'm taking the Rams in this game. How about that?
Well, Jeff, you may be right on this, buddy, because look at it this way. Last year, the Rams, they beat a lot of teams, like you pointed out, that were good. They beat Denver. They have played Seattle well.
Uh-huh.
The Rams probably believe with their philosophy, hey, if nobody's going to pick us, let's go beat the top teams in the AFC and the NFC.
And I know for a fact that there's a Pittsburgh fan besides Wes listening to the show right now. His name is Brian, and he's probably cursing me out right now for picking St. Louis. But you know something? You better watch out, bitch, because St. Louis plays the good teams very well, and they play the bad teams very poorly. And Pittsburgh, in my eyes, is a pretty good team. And I'm going to laugh my petunias off when. You notice how I said when?
When is the key word, yes.
When is the key word? When St. Louis beats Pittsburgh. And you're going to say, wow, Jeff, good pick. You got that, Brian? Okay, good.
Josh, we go to you. Your thoughts on Pittsburgh, St. Louis tomorrow?
I'm going to go with the St. Louis Rams. Ben Roethlisberger has no confidence in himself when it comes to road games, so I'm going to go with the Rams at home.
But they beat the 49ers last weekend.
Big deal. I bet you could put a team together and beat the 49ers.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Josh should be an NFL GM.
Yeah, exactly. You could, one of those. Yeah, you could stack a team of Legos and they'll beat the 49ers.
The San Diego Chargers, they're the team that lost to Cincinnati 24-19. They take on the Vikings, a Viking team that beat Detroit 26-10. What's your guys' thoughts on this? Yeah, this should be a really good one.
Frank?
Oh,
Frank?
so wait. Nobody's going to speak, and I got to speak in everybody's favor. Look,
Well, you
I'm
said you were
impressed
going
with
to go...
I'm impressed with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
I really am the last couple of weeks. I don't know how you cannot take the Minnesota Vikings in this one. I got to go with Minnesota over San Diego. San Diego coming off a difficult loss last week in Cincinnati.
I'll go next. I'm going to disagree with you, though, Frank. I'm going to go with the San Diego Chargers in this one. They had one good game, but I still don't even know if Adrian Peterson is going to be the Adrian Peterson we've seen from years past. I think Phillip Rivers is on a mission. He says, I played bad against Cincinnati. Not that bad, but bad. I want to go into Minnesota and win.
Vikings took on a pathetic team in the Detroit Lions last week, and even then, until Adrian Peterson can prove to me that he can't go through one game without fumbling the football, I'm going to go with the San Diego Chargers.
There you go. Yeah, Adrian Peterson, he has to prove to me, Josh, it is week 3. If it gets to week 6 or 8, and if the Vikings are really a legitimate threat, and if Adrian Peterson is big, then we can start talking how big Adrian Peterson is, but not now, with it only being the 3rd week of the season.
Jeff, it's the 3rd week of the season. Isn't this the prediction that I said he gets hurt in?
Yep.
Yes, I believe you said.
And I did it for a reason against the Chargers. Chargers are going to knock him out for the season. Watch this. I'm telling you right now. Chargers are going to knock him out for the season, and they might even hurt Mr. Teddy Bridgewater.
Then that's bye-bye to the Vikings.
That's not good.
Season.
That's right. I'm picking the Chargers in a blowout.
A blowout.
A blowout.
Frank, you're outnumbered 3-1. Thanks for the point, buddy.
No problem, dude. Hey, it's nice that I'm making an impact to somebody in life.
The next game, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who beat the Miami Dolphins 23-20, and I was thinking of you, Jeff, last Sunday, take on the New England Patriots, who beat the Bills 40-32.
Well, I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to tell you something right now, Sean. If your damn New England Patriots lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars, I might not pick them again for the rest of the year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're going to get ripped on Monday if that happens.
I'm telling you something right now. New England does not win on Sunday.
Oh, God.
You better come with earplugs in your damn ear.
Hey, I got a question. I'm looking at the pick distribution here. It's 99% to 1%.
Yeah,
is there
exactly.
1% margin of error, or is there actually a 1%? Or is there like a 1%? It's the
Actually,
there's probably a Jacksonville Jaguar Yahoo Sports writer.
Actually, I think it's a 3% swing.
Margin of error?
Yeah, 3% swing. So in that case, it's 102 to 1.
I'll be like this. Nobody talk to me if the New England Patriots lose to Jacksonville.
I'm telling you, New England loses. You might not be on Monday, I bet you.
All right,
so, John.
Everybody's taking New England, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
But of course, I know I was thinking of Jeff because I'm sure Nash Carey of Jock Journal was all happy that Jacksonville won the game. He's probably thinking 8 more wins, and Jeff can buy me a steak dinner.
It's more like a countdown to the Jaguars getting one of the first few picks of the NFL draft again.
How the heck do you lose to Miami? Do you lose to Jacksonville?
It's okay. All I need is 8 more losses, and I'm in. And after
6 more, actually.
And after this week, it'll be 7 more.
All right, next.
The next one, it'll be Sam Bradford and the.
Wait, I didn't get to make my pick.
Oh, Frank, go ahead.
Everybody's picking New England, right?
I don't know. My head. Oh, gosh, I hit my head. Wait, what was the question?
Jacksonville, New England. Who are you going?
I'm going to take Jacksonville. Ow, my head. Wait a minute. I just came. I'm better now. I'll take New England.
You
take New England. I'm just kidding.
Sprinkle was being a prankster right there.
I love it.
That was a terrible joke, Frank.
Yeah.
That was bad.
All right, the next matchup, Sam Bradford and the Philadelphia Eagles. They take on a team that is 2-0. It's not the Giants, the older brother. It's the little brother. It's the New York Jets. I can't saying it.
New York Jets, the home for the biggest NFL bandwagon team of all time.
The Eagles and the Jets. Philadelphia, we start with them. They look bad. I watched the game against Dallas, and Eagle fans booing their team. Eagles they look sloppy. I don't know what their problem is. Frank, how could you assess the Philadelphia Eagles right now? This is the week 3, by the way.
Look, I'm gonna go with Philadelphia in this one. I think they're due for a victory. Although here's the thing about the New York Jets: they've already defeated 2 opponents, one of which being Indianapolis, obviously, Cleveland the previous week. The question is, if this Philadelphia team loses in week 3, this is almost as bad as the Colts. A lot of expectations, and people in Philadelphia are going to be pressing the panic button. I guarantee you.
I can agree with you there, Frank, because with the Eagles, I have this team at 13-3 for our NFL standings. I had them winning the NFC East. I don't know what their problem is. Josh, you were saying to me today when we visited that the Eagles picking up Sam Bradford was one of the worst moves, and now they don't have Mark Sanchez as their starting quarterback.
I knew that Chip Kelly was a Nimrod when I found out they had 4 quarterbacks on their roster. I'll go with the New York Jets in a blowout.
I'll tell you this, if Philadelphia finishes with a poor record, I think Chip Kelly may be fired.
You think so?
Maybe.
Hard to say. I can't believe I'm saying this. I went with Philadelphia, but I'm going to go with the Jets in this one against the Eagles. Philadelphia, there's something wrong with them.
I'm taking the Jets, too, in this game. No doubt
and
about it.
And I know, Jeff, you are, because I know perfectly well you want to make sure that every NFC East team loses, so that gives the Giants some ground to make it week 3.
That's right. I want Philadelphia to lose this week. I want freaking Dallas to lose this week. And guess what's going to happen? We're going to be right in the ball game, bitches.
What's next, buddy?
All right, the next game, gentlemen, we get to, it'll be the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints, who are 0-2, taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Drew Brees is out of this game. He has a shoulder rotator cuff injury. He's going to be out for a while.
You know what? I'm going to go first. I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers in this game. New Orleans, how the heck do you lose to the Buccaneers? Shabba.
I don't know how you lose to the Buccaneers, man. I guess it just happens.
I like the Panthers, though. I think Cam Newton is they're not bad. The Panthers are kind of on a mission not to be as bad as they were last year and try to be a different team than they were in 2014.
I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers. Listen, since Drew Brees is out, this offense relies a lot on Drew Brees. And Carolina, look, they were a pretty good team last year. I'm taking Carolina in this one.
Is somebody typing a book in the background? I've been hearing clicking for the last.
Yes, I'm typing the autobiography of myself, and I want people to read about how painful my life has been.
In Bumblebee, Indiana.
Well, you look at the standings, Frank. You got the Panthers at 2-0. They're really impressive. Maybe the NFC South is trying to get better, gentlemen. Look how bad the NFC South was by this time last year to now.
Well, basically the NFC South. Basically, the NFC South last year is this year's NFC East.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. I'm taking Carolina in this game. Screw New Orleans.
Hey, if you're fantasy football fans and you got your team, as far as the defense, I definitely go with the Carolina Panthers. They're going to give Luke McCown a horrible day.
Either that, or you go with the Chargers defense.
And you wonder what's going to happen with Sean Payton. Suppose things get disastrous for the New Orleans Saints because of what happened with Drew Brees.
Well, according to me, the Chargers are going to knock out 2 players on Sunday. You want to go with the Chargers defense?
And also, you could go with the Atlanta Falcons defense.
The next matchup.
Yeah. That's a good one, too.
The 2-0 Cincinnati Bengals, they take on the 0-2. I can't believe I'm also saying this. Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
This is going to be a great game, Cincinnati and Baltimore. I'm taking Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals, Mr. Josh Lopez, to go into Baltimore and beat the Ravens.
Good boy. You're a good man. You know why? Because I'm doing the same thing. Cincinnati Bengals are beating Baltimore Ravens, and they're going to be 0-3.
Is there concern and is there panic right now in Baltimore, Frank, you think, after them blowing the game to the Oakland Raiders last week?
I don't think there is. Listen, that's just one game, although please don't do it again. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens. Listen, I'm going to take I'm speaking as if I were a Ravens fan here. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens in this one. Trust me, I think you're going to see a strong response on the part of Baltimore. That's going to be Cincinnati. Cincinnati's going to lose yet again.
For me, especially with this only being a week 2, I'm not like a lot of people and always asking if someone's season's over if they lose one game or whatever. I understand it's only 60 games throughout a season, but it's still early. I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. I think Andy Crafton is going to get his loss of the year.
Careful. Jeff is here, Josh.
You don't like that guy, do you?
No, I don't. He's a schmuck. He's an arrogant prick.
You don't like that guy, do you? Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Bengals are leading the division at 2-0.
Yeah, and that won't last long.
Well, yeah, it's going to be 3-0 after Sunday, and Baltimore's going to be 0-3.
I think they're going to be 3-0. They defeated San Diego.
Cincinnati wins, I nominate myself as the Red Bastard.
Josh,
And
a few
Cleveland's-
weeks ago,
Cleveland's going to be 1-2, and Pittsburgh's going to be 1-2, and Cincinnati's going to be kicking the crap out of all those teams in that division. How about them apples right there?
I'll nominate myself the Red Bastard of the week if they win.
Okay.
Oh, that's a lot.
Good.
Josh, I can't believe that you'd be doing that. Come on, Andy
Not only are you going to be nominated, but you are going to be the Rat Bastard if they win.
I'll add that to the list as we
Yeah.
get ready to start October.
Just Man Crush is going to get mauled tomorrow.
Watch. We'll see.
Well, Josh, look what happened in Oakland when Andy Dalton and the Bengals beat the Oakland
Okay,
Raiders.
it's in the past. Move on.
Hey, let me ask you a question. How many times did Cincinnati beat Baltimore last year?
Oh.
It doesn't matter how many Super Bowl has Baltimore won as opposed to Cincinnati.
Uh-oh, you
My
got you
point
there,
exactly.
Jeff. Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll see Sunday, bitch.
The final...
Joe Flacco got more playoff victories than Andy Dalton will have.
Well,
in his entire
Flacco's
career.
got more playoff wins than freaking Tony Romo, too.
Yep.
The final early game tomorrow will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Houston Texans.
Boring.
Boring.
So happy this is not a Sunday night or a Monday night game. Jeez,
Do you think the
Louise.
NFL would put that game on national TV?
There's
No.
a primetime game that's really boring, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, I know. We'll get to that later.
Jeff, what's your thoughts? Tampa Bay and Houston. Who are you going with, buddy?
Hold on, let me flip a coin.
Really? You're going to flip a coin?
Hold on, let me flip a coin. Here we go. I'm taking Houston.
Oh.
Actually, I
Did
have
you do it? You really did it by virtue of a coin?
Yeah, actually, I picked Tampa Bay, but I think Houston's going to win the game, so I'm changing my pick to Houston.
Oh.
Son?
Upset special the weekend. I want that point, and I'm going to say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will go into Houston and beat the Texans. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going with the Bucs.
I
Going with the Bucs.
I don't think Tampa Bay can win 2 games in a row.
They beat. I don't know. They were pretty impressive against the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, well, come on. It's the New Orleans Saints, for Christ's sake.
Frank, who you got, buddy?
I'm going to go with the Houston Texans. In
Oh
this.
gosh!
Listen, if indeed the Buccaneers can go in and defeat the Texans like they did the Saints last week, this team may be pretty darn good.
I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lovie Smith's defense will be giving Arian Foster and Ryan Mallett a run for their money.
Oh. All right, the first late afternoon game, the San Francisco 49ers, who got pounded against Pittsburgh 43-18. They take on the Arizona Cardinals, who beat the Chicago Bears 48-23 last Sunday.
Correct.
I'm so happy. Is this game on TV?
Of course, all the games are on TV.
No,
I don't
shut
know
up.
if that
No,
Arizona.
I don't know if it's out there in your time. Maybe it'll be on Fox. I'm not sure.
I think it's on
Oh,
Fox
that's
tomorrow.
the game I get on Fox tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Yeah. You
Wait,
know
let
what
me ask you this. Don't you get the Bears-Seahawks game? We'll talk about that later.
Yes, I get that as the
CBS.
second game on CBS. So I'll
Yeah,
probably
because
be
the Bears
watching,
are playing.
I'll probably
San
be
Fran-
watching that game.
San Francisco has shown me that they're expected to be bad. We all picked them to be bad before the season started. Last Sunday was a big example of how bad the 49ers are. I'm taking Arizona in this game. The Cardinals will do a lot better than the 49ers. And could we see a repeat of last year with the Cardinals? Because Arizona was 11-5 last year. Are we starting to see that again? Even though it's 2 weeks?
I'm taking the Cardinals. I don't care what the hell we see. It's San Francisco for Jiminy Cricket's sake.
San Francisco got lynched last week by the Steelers, and they'll be lynched again by the best team in the NFC, and that's the Arizona Cardinals.
I can't believe it.
Palmer?
And I got to take Arizona as well because they did. I'll tell you what, Arizona was very impressive against the Bears last week. They really were.
Should be interesting to see what the Cardinals do, but maybe we're starting to see something, the same thing like we did last year, because Arizona was a team that challenged Seattle all the way to the end.
Next.
The next game, AFC East matchup, it'll be the Buffalo Bills, who lost to New England. They take on the Miami Dolphins, who lost in Jacksonville.
Boring? Maybe? No?
Maybe.
So, I don't know.
This is an NFL red zone game for me. More
Miami,
I know one person that'll be watching this game.
yeah.
Who was that?
My buddy Sky, who lives in Miami. Who lives in Florida.
Yep.
He's a Miami
Miami.
fan.
Miami, though, when you think about it, gentlemen, they must be kicking themselves really, really hard because they go into Jacksonville. I picked Miami to beat Jacksonville. They better have a better statement and better come back and beat Buffalo. I am going to take the Dolphins in this game, but whoa, how the heck did they lose to Jacksonville? I couldn't believe that.
Rex Ryan, there's a real bully in this game, and it's not you or any of your players. His name's Ndamukong Suh, and I'm going to go with the Miami Dolphins.
Of course you are, because you got Miami winning the AFC East,
Damn
Josh.
right. Hey, before you know it, somebody makes Tom Brady injured from Jacksonville.
Oh, no, don't say that.
You know what?
Frank, Jeff, your thoughts on Miami Buffalo, Bills Dolphins.
I'm taking Miami. I'm taking Miami in this game to beat Buffalo. I don't know why. I just picking Miami.
Nobody gives out BJ's like the Buffalo.
Yeah, well, it's not in Buffalo. It's in Miami.
I know.
Frank, if you look at the Buffalo Bills, Frank, Rex Ryan says that this is the year that the Bills end the playoff drought. I know it's only 2 weeks in. Better be careful, otherwise Rex will be eating his words like he always does during the press conference.
I'm taking Buffalo in this game. Whoa! I'm taking my upset special.
Why? Why are you taking the Bills to beat the Dolphins?
I'll tell you this. I think Buffalo is going to come out strong in this game.
You think
Something
so?
tells what?
You think so?
Hey, I'm just going by my gut instinct here. Miami is not quite a strong team yet in the AFC. Of course, New England still runs that division. But as far as Buffalo goes, I do think potentially Buffalo will be in contention for a playoff spot. I think they're going to be Miami.
Another late game, the Chicago Bears. They are 0-2. They will take on the 0-2 Seattle Seahawks in Seattle, Washington.
Little injury update here. So obviously, people know Jay Cutler's out. He's going to be out for this game and then next week's game with a hamstring injury. Also, Marshawn Lynch from the Seahawks. He is a game time decision.
Ooh,
really?
Yeah.
Before we get to this game, I was saying this to you too, Josh, earlier when we talked about, our picks and kind of going over the games. The way I assess the Seattle Seahawks is you could be right. They could not be the same team that we've seen from the last 2 years. They lose a heartbreaker. They opened the season against St. Louis. Then they go to Green Bay and lose by 10 points. I don't know if the Seahawks are just not into the games or if maybe play calling is bad, especially with Marshawn Lynch's mother who is ripping and saying, fire the offensive coordinator of the Seahawks.
Marshawn Lynch's mother should have taught her son some people skills.
I don't think Pete Carroll's the same coach anymore. I think that loss in the Super Bowl has really affected his mindset so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and of course, a lot where I live here, since it's like 5 hours away from Seattle, there's a lot of people that have been frustrated with it about them not making the smart play call with the Super Bowl against New England, and then, of course, the 4th and 1, and then they just look bad against Green Bay. But, of course, Frank, you called that game for the Packers when we get to it. Revenge for the Green Bay Packers. Revenge, actually, because of what had happened. This game between Chicago and Seattle is tough. And for the Bears, they don't look very good either. I know they lost by 8 to the Packers in the first game, but then they got destroyed by Arizona. This is a tough one for me to pick.
Wait, you're talking about the Seahawks Bears? I'm taking Seattle in this one.
Against the Bears?
Yes, dude, the Bears are beat up right now. They're still a work in progress. People need to understand that.
Yes.
I wish I could say Bears in a blowout tomorrow, but I think it's going to be Seattle in a blowout. I hope I'm wrong. I honestly, God, hope I am proven wrong.
Well, the pick distribution says 98% for the Seattle Seahawks and 2% for the Chicago Bears. Tough one, but I'm going to go with the Seattle Seahawks in this game. Pete Carroll knows that they got to get going to try to continue to dominate the NFC West division.
I'm taking Seattle in this game, too.
Josh?
I think it'll be a close game, but I'll go with Seattle by 10.
Wow.
So even a couple Bears fans are being realistic and honest here. They're going to go with Seattle because Josh, how could you look at
I just think it's gonna be a sloppy game with both teams. I don't think Jimmy Graham coming to the team has helped Seattle in any such way, and I just think it'll be a sloppy game.
And
honestly, whoever wins the turnover battle will win this game.
And Josh, you and I were Skyping, and you were watching the Cardinals-Bears game last weekend. You were pretty upset and disappointed with the way the Bears looked in that one, too. Are you starting to get concerned about the way the Bears are playing, Josh and Frank? This is a question for both of you.
No, because I know what the Bears are right now. I never said or thought they were going to win the Super Bowl this year. It's going to be a work in progress. I'm happy that John Fox is here with Ryan Pace. It's going to take a while, but there's sparks in the Bears, and you watching these games, there's stuff I like what they're doing, but I don't think anything's going to change overnight.
I agree there, because the Bears, one thing they proved to me last week is this team just doesn't have any fight in them. It seemed they had fight in week one despite losing to the Packers, but they completely were lackluster against Arizona. Nothing's convincing me that this team's going to win a number of games this year. And like I said, with Josh, John Fox and Ryan Pace, new general manager, new head coach here, you're hoping they can change the pace of things, but that's going to take time.
And Jeff, how do you look at the Chicago Bears right now? What's your thoughts?
They're in trouble.
Yeah.
I knew that.
They're in trouble.
And John Fox coming there to the Bears, everybody thought, would this be the guy? Would this be the man to change this team around and try to make this team a Super Bowl contender? Because that's a question.
Well, John Fox, he goes from one team to another, where he went from a team with Carolina that went to the Super Bowl to a really bad Broncos team that had Tim Tebow as their quarterback, and they made the playoffs.
Yes, and they went to the Super Bowl too.
This is nothing new to John Fox. Obviously, he has some good success with Denver, but we'll see what happens.
Sunday Night Football on NBC. It's the 2-0 Denver Broncos. They will take on the 0-2 Detroit Lions.
Boring.
Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth.
Boring. Get this crap off my TV. I don't know how this bull crap is qualified to be a Sunday night.
This? Denver and Detroit.
Who the hell thinks this is a good Sunday night football game? Everybody and their mother in Detroit. Come on, man.
I can't believe I'm watching this.
Both these teams really suck.
I can agree with you there, because when you look at the Denver Broncos, they are very lucky. And Josh, we said this afternoon. We were Skyping. The Broncos are lucky to be 2-0.
Hey, I'll tell you this right now, Sean. Cincinnati and Baltimore game should be the Sunday night football game. Not
Agreed.
This crap.
Wait, which game should be Sunday night?
Cincinnati and Baltimore?
Yes.
I can see that being a possible Sunday
night
game.
Or even the Bears and Seahawks. This is the Seahawks home opener.
That's true.
With Denver, though, you look at it. Their defense won the first game against Baltimore. And the second game, the Chiefs had that game won, but they played sloppy toward the end. Denver, you're lucky to be 2-0. They are not the team that everybody expected them to be, especially with their new offensive system and Gary Kubiak. And for the Lions, though, Detroit's still got to be they still are not over the fact that they blew an 18-point lead to the San Diego Chargers in the first game. I have to take Denver, though.
I apologize, Tara and her husband. I'm going to go with the Denver Broncos in the blowout.
Why are you apologizing? It's your pick.
Because they're Lions fans, Frank.
So what?
And Frank, how could you assess
being courteous, you right?
I know.
Hey. Frank, how would you assess the Detroit Lions? What do you think of the Lions right now?
Broncos are going to win.
Is Matthew Stafford done? That's the big question.
Matthew Stafford isn't done. He just isn't that much quality.
The Lions are going to miss the playoffs along with the Bears and the Vikings. In the Packers, because the whole division sucks and overrated.
Frank, I know very easily you're going with the Denver Broncos, and Jeff, I will predict you're going with Denver against Detroit, too.
Upset week. Here comes the freaking Detroit Lions with the win over the Denver Broncos.
Unbelievable.
Jeff, why Detroit there, buddy? Why Detroit?
Because Denver's offensive line stinks.
Wait. So hold on. You think Peyton You think Peyton's going to be on his you-know-what all night?
He thinks his long-lost cousin of Andy Dalton, Matthew Stafford's going to have a football game.
I just think Detroit's gonna beat Denver. That's all.
My protection really sucks.
Everybody and their mother's picking Denver. I just think Detroit's gonna win. That's all.
Josh, shaking your head. You're like, what, Jeff? How are you picking Detroit?
I made this. I picked this yesterday when we were making our picks on Thursday night. I did all my picks on Thursday, and I did this pick Thursday. I'm sticking with it. I ain't changing it.
Next.
The Monday night football game called by Mike Tirico and John Gruden. There you go. The Kansas City Chiefs at the Green Bay Packers.
I gotta say this. If I'm Andy Reid and the Chiefs, I gotta be loving this. They haven't played a game since last Thursday.
Yeah, I know.
And the Chiefs are 1-1. They take on a Packer team that's 2-0.
Correct.
So I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers in this game. Kansas City, I don't know. Will that loss come back to haunt them against Denver? Could be. And the Packers, though, are seeming to do everything right, despite the fact that they're banged up with injuries.
Hey, shocker. I agree with your comment, but wrestling's more entertaining. You get better action.
That's funny. You see that comment?
Great back attitude.
You see that comment? I love that comment. Football is fake. It's only about making money. I think it's scripted like wrestling.
Hey, at least wrestlers can hit each other. The NFL's filled with pussy-fied referees.
That's right. It's funny.
So, the Kansas City Chiefs. Frank, what do you think of them so far as they go into Green Bay?
I still got to take the Green Bay Packers in this one. They are at Lambeau Field. I think the Chiefs are a solid team, but let's understand this. We're talking about a Green Bay Packer team. Granted, they don't have Jordy Nelson. I understand they've had injury problems, but you still have Aaron Rodgers. As long as you have Aaron Rodgers, he's what makes things happen.
That's true, and the Packers, who have lost some big receivers to injuries, are still finding ways to get it done. They've been winning. They've won both their games by 10 points or less. The first game by 8, the second game by 10. So I just don't see anybody stopping the Packers for the Chiefs. I think it's going to be a long Monday night for Kansas City.
I think it'll be a close game. I'm going to go with the Packers either way, though.
Even though Kansas City's been off for freaking 10 days?
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody in the Packers gets injured, though.
Ooh, like Aaron Rodgers, Josh?
They lose Aaron Rodgers, they might as well kiss their season goodbye.
Or their running back.
And then Mike McCarthy, Josh, won't be happy if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt.
Does anybody know who their freaking backup is?
James Starks.
Oh, great. Who? Okay, I'm taking Green Bay also in this game. Is that a sweep? Everybody took Green Bay?
I'm taking the Packers.
So everybody took the Packers, huh? Wow.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
I did.
Unbelievable. All right, Sean, let's get to the tiebreakers.
All right, I'll go first. The Green Bay-Kansas City game. I'm going to say the Packers will thump Kansas City 38-14.
38-14? Really?
I'm calling a blowout. I think they're going to blow the Chiefs out.
I think the score is going to be Green Bay 24, Kansas City 17.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
I really don't care about this game. I'll be watching Monday Night Raw.
Dude, you're not supposed to say that till the next game. I actually said, Jeff, that 17 points is what the Chiefs will score. I say 31-17 Pack.
Okay. What did you say, Josh?
30-19.
Okay.
Denver, Detroit. I'm going to say Broncos 24, Lions 10.
Ooh. Josh?
Broncos 28 and the Lions 24.
Dude, you took my shit. I was going to say 38-30 will be the final score.
Oh, my God. 38-30, Frank? Are you serious?
Broncos, yep.
You ready, kids?
Oh, no.
I'm a kid.
You ready? Yeah, you're younger than me. You're damn right you're a kid.
Oh, this is Jeff's upset special. Get ready. Uh-oh, here it comes.
24-23, Detroit kicks a field goal at the end of the game to win.
You know what? I got to tell you this. If indeed it does play out like that, that's going to be one hell of a game.
And you know
that's probably going to be the same finish in the Baltimore-Cincinnati game.
You know what Jeff's going to say after that? He's going to say, Sean, Frank, Josh,
Told you.
Thanks for the point.
Told you.
Told you. Thanks for the point.
Detroit's going to kick a field goal at the end of the game to win 24-23. Watch.
That's ridiculous.
I'm telling you.
All right.
Okay, who will score the most points this week? I say Arizona.
I say New England.
I'm going with New England because they're playing Jacksonville.
Yeah, me too. I'm going with New England.
The only thing is that I better see a big thumping by the Patriots. Otherwise, Josh, Frank, and Jeff are going to come right
That's
after me
right.
and kick my tail.
That's right.
Correct.
Who will score the fewest points this week? I said Jacksonville.
Of course you did.
Frank?
I hate to say this, but I got to take the Chicago Bears.
Oh.
I'm going to go with the Jaguars.
Okay, not
The
only
Jaguars.
yeah, you know what? I went with the New England game for both picks. I took New England to score the most points, and I took Jacksonville to score the fewest.
Oh, no.
Wait, that's a first.
No, I did it last week too.
Oh, okay. Well, first for this season.
Well, it's basically
my
every
gosh.
game of the year. He goes to Jacksonville's the lowest.
Yeah, Jacksonville's always the fewest points of the year. Always the fewest points of the week,
Oh,
man.
God.
Always. So those are all our picks for game week 3 in the NFL.
Correct.
Wow, I got some crazy picks, man. I got to make a little bit of a move. That's why I did that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's picking Detroit for the upset
That's
special.
right. You guys
Oh,
are going to freak out when Detroit
Hey,
wins.
that would be a great game, dude. If indeed it plays out that way, I cannot wait to watch this.
You guys are going to freak out when Detroit wins. You're going to be like, son of a bitch, Jeff was right.
And we'll be like, yes, I'm a bitch. Jeff is right. He'll say, told you so, and thanks
And we
for
all
the
suck.
Yep, and we all suck.
I can't believe I really suck.
I will not be the rat bastard of the week.
There's 16
Maybe.
games. Okay, last week I only won 3. This
Yeah.
week I'm only losing 3.
I won 6. I think I'm going to win around 10 or more this week.
This week I'm only losing 3. I'm going
I wanna-
13 and 3 this week.
I want to be in first place in the NFL Pick'em because I'm in third. Come on.
Hey,
I'm
should
in
we get into
I'm in number 9. I'll be number 5.
Oh,
should we get
jeez.
into the bye week shortly?
They
Correct.
should be starting pretty soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
a couple weeks.
Yeah, Sean, you're 3 points off of the lead.
Oh, I need to win. Come on.
I'm
And
only
Josh-
6 points off, so I'm going to make a big move this week. Watch what's going to happen.
Josh, you want to make sure that nobody from Jock Journal wins there, huh?
That's
Yeah,
right.
correct.
That's right. Nobody from Jock Journal is allowed to win this.
Yeah, and I'll appreciate the points I get from that Cincinnati-Baltimore game.
That ain't gonna
Oh,
happen.
don't you hand me that.
I want
And
to
with Cincinnati-
remind everybody that this show has been brought to you by JockJournal.com. Head on over to JockJournal.com and check out all their opinion pieces and discussions on every single NFL team. Hey, what's up, Ebe?
Uh-oh.
This show
Ebo.
is the worst. The hell do you mean? I'm gonna bust your
The
chops,
show is the
Ebo.
worst.
It's because you don't show up no more.
Wait a minute. You just showed up. Hold on. You just show up at the last minute. You just based
Yeah,
on 1
she
minute.
does it.
hurt
Yeah,
us?
she doesn't. She
Oh,
probably
Ebo.
forgot we were on every Saturday.
Ebo.
Look at
Shocker!
Shocker.
Look at Shocker! I love that Shocker.
Sean needs to quit like the Patriots if he wants to win.
Cut
Didn't
that
make-
out. Hey, Shocker, scratch my ass, you stinker. Yeah.
Remember I made that stipulation about 2 years ago for remember the first round playoff series in the NBA between the Heat when LeBron was still there and the Bobcats?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember I said it, if the Bobcats win that first round series, I will quit Sports World Radio.
Uh huh.
Yes.
Well,
I'm
you're
still here.
aren't you?
Yep.
And that's what. And then speaking of which, Frank, at least you're still here, and at least we know that Wes and the G Fix show won't be around very much longer because Jeff's on the verge of winning, hopefully, in a couple bets
That's right.
with them.
1 down, 2 to go. After this baseball season, it'll be 2 down, 1 to go.
And don't forget don't forget about my bet.
Frank, you singing? Oh, we are.
It's only if
Oh,
the
no.
Pirates win the
Not on
race.
this. Not on this radio show. You ain't.
Then I guess I'm seeing it at all.
I told you that last night. I told you that this afternoon when you
It's
were on
only
the
if the
phone.
Pirates. It's only if the Pirates
What?
win the World
What?
Series.
That's a post-game report exclusive there.
Wes will do something, which is he'll post "We Are Family" after Pirates win World Series. Then he'll be getting us all a bunch of Pirates championship gear. Merry Christmas, Josh, Jeff, Sean, and Frank. Here's your World Series championship gear.
Nice.
Dude, with the World Series going in November, it may be Christmas before we find out who wins the World Series.
You're right.
That's play-it game. Yeah, that stupid play-it game.
I hate that playing game.
I love it.
Oh, it's
What?
so stupid.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
terrible.
gosh.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
well, guess what? I guess I'm outnumbered.
Terrible.
Terrible.
That's
And don't
a
worry,
terrible
Josh.
playing game.
The 2016 MLB season's out right now, Josh. You can check the White Sox schedule already.
Yeah. We got Halloween coming up soon, and one thing I'm not doing is dressing up like a stupid pirate.
Why not?
Forget about it.
Well,
Come on,
Frank,
you're going to dress up as a pirate, Sean's Tinkerbell, and you're freaking, and I'm freaking Peter Pan.
And you know who I'm going to be? Me.
come on. No, Frank can
No,
dress.
you're the crocodile.
Frank
Dude,
can
I
dress.
thought it was Bumblebee.
Well, dress up as a bumblebee, Frank.
No. Hey, you know what? There may be a World Series game that day.
Oh gosh, yeah, but we'll be on the air.
Hey, you know what? If the Cubs are in the World Series, screw you guys. I'm not even going to be on the air for that.
You'll probably save up your money for World Series tickets to go.
Dude, if the Cubs are playing that night, forget you guys. I'm watching that game.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, really. Really. Hey, we're going to get the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We really had a good time. I hope you did too. This is week 3 NFL picks here on NFL Real Talk. We'll be back Monday for our regular scheduled program, Sports World Radio, 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West. And if you live somewhere else,
Who cares?
That's
Figure
right.
it out for yourself.
Yeah, that's your problem.
that's right. You're listening to Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, Josh Lopez, Frank Sprankle right here on
Sports World Radio and NFL Real Talk.
We'll be back on Monday. Remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. Until Monday, enjoy your football weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Adios, bitches.
Later.
Shut up.
Thanks for listening to Sports World Radio with your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Online at sportsworldradio.com. Sports World Radio, the equal opportunity ripper. We'll catch you next time.